If you've ever wanted to add dramatic impact, subtle corrections, or creative flair to your photos, today's tutorial is for you. I'm going to walk you through two powerful ways to distort images in Photoshop 2024, freehand warping and freeform distortion. By the end of this video, you'll be able to creatively reshape any image, whether you're correcting a lens issue, making artistic edits, or just having fun with visual transformations. Let's dive right in. The first method I want to show you is freehand warping. Think of this like sculpting clay. You have direct control over the form and feel of your image. To begin, make sure the layer you want to distort is selected in your Layers panel. It's important to have the right layer active. Otherwise, you might wind up reshaping the wrong part of your project. A quick tip here. If you're working with a background layer, consider duplicating it first so you always have an original to go back to. Now, up in the menu bar, head to Edit, then slide down to Transform, and choose Warp. This action places a grid over your image with blue circles around the outside. These circles are your control points. What's great is you don't just have to grab these edge handles. You can actually click and drag directly on the image itself for even more precise warping. Try clicking right in the middle of an area you want to adjust. You'll see how the grid flexes and moves, letting you push and pull the photo into new shapes. As you play around, notice how the rest of the image responds. Maybe you want to slim down an object, create a wavy effect, or dramatize a facial expression. This is where you get to experiment. Don't worry if things look strange at first. You can always undo your last move or reset if you're not happy with the result. Sometimes it helps to pause and zoom in to check for any unwanted distortion. And remember, subtle moves often make the biggest difference. A gentle nudge here or there can transform the whole mood of an image. Once you're satisfied with your adjustments, you need to lock them in. Simply press Enter on your keyboard or click the little check mark at the top of your workspace. This finalizes all the changes and lets you continue editing or saving your work. The second technique is freeform distortion, which lets you stretch the image in almost any direction. Think of it as tugging at the corners of a rug to change its perspective. Again, start by selecting the layer you want to distort. Head up to Edit, pick Transform, and this time go to Distort. You'll see corner handles appear on your image. These are your points of leverage. Click a corner and drag it, and watch as the photo reshapes itself. This is especially useful if you want to fake a change in camera angle or stretch an object to fit a new space, like matching a poster to a billboard mockup. Try dragging each of the four corners in turn to see how the perspective shifts. If you need a really drastic change, you can drag a corner way out. But be mindful, extreme distortions might make your image look unnatural, so use this tool with a careful eye. Once again, when you've achieved the look you want, confirm the change either by pressing Enter or using that checkmark. Photoshop commits the distortion and you can move on from there. And that's it. With these two techniques under your belt, you have a whole world of creative possibilities available to you in Photoshop 2024. Changing the shape and perspective of an image is easier than you might think. And it's a great skill for photographers, designers, or anyone who loves playing with visual effects. If you found this walkthrough helpful, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to the channel for more practical Photoshop tutorials. Drop your questions in the comments if you run into any tricky spots or if there's another effect you want to learn. Thanks for watching and happy editing.